Yeah, this is the one. That's good. So I saw my name is Miha Lesjak. I saw that the professor finished the lecture and all the students went, somewhere else. So, but let's do it. In a way, what I want to present today for you guys here at the forum. I'm pretty much excited to be here and to be able to, speak about a really important project which will happen in Planica next year. So it will be the biggest event in the history of Slovenia. I hope that there is some translation also in the house. Good, yeah. So those who don't understand me, I think you can get the translations of my presentation. So what I will talk today in this short presentation, it will be about introducing you, with Planica World Championship. I will show you one short video just to get a feeling what it's basically all about. And then, there is a buzzword for many years now, and that's sustainability. And that's something what majority of business, cultural, sport events is not really incorporating yet, but I believe in the future that will be a must, and all the event organizers will need to think about or must think about sustainability as one of the main key issues when organizing the event. I will present you today main sustainability segments, goals, actions, and KPIs, because that's something what is written in the master plan of the event. And of course, that is based also on the SDG goals, EU Green Deal, and Green Scheme of Slovenian tourism, which are all part of the agenda which we are doing at the event. In the end, what I want to point out is the legacy. And I think legacy of the event is something what stays in the destination, stays in the community, stays in the social life, etc., etc. And it's worth, for the next generations. And sustainability is definitely something what is connected with the next generations. Usually on the international conferences, I do a sustainability test, and I ask how many people came to the destination or to the conference with, let's say, ground transport, and they thought about the mobility. I'll not ask here because I think majority people is like from Hungary, but I believe that if you had an option, to take a ground transport, you usually say like, well, whatever, I'll just come by my own car. So the idea from the sustainability test would be like we should start from ourselves, and starting from ourselves. It's something what brings the differences also in the sporting events. Guys, if you can just run this this video, it's something what I think.
Sorry, there's no YouTube.
No YouTube. Okay, good. So those of you who want to see, if you just Google Planica 23 video, you'll get this great video, which is connected to the things which are like what I put in the above, when you have a great product, but then if you want to be sustainable, that's something. It's a different story. So, of course, sporting events, they're selling the sports, the results, the excitement, the spectacle, but behind there is a team, who is also working that people not really using a lot of energy. They think about the water consumption. They think about how they reach the final destination. Did they, just use the plane, which is a high carbon footprint, or they do it like a ground transport, etc., etc. So what we are doing is 6 pillars which are really important for us. And these 6 pillars are, if we go from 1 to 6, social responsibility for local and wider environment. This is something what is really important, so how we deal with the local community who is a host of the event. The second one for us, really important, so how you come to the event. So could you be like green eco? Do you use like green eco transport? We are really trying to push people, and to be active on that those who can, they come by train, they are not using like the really simple solutions, like coming alone by car and etc. At the event area, we are also trying to bring people with the most sustainable options, we are having. So we advise people to walk, not to use, cars for those. And we also do that with the incentive. So basically if you walk like 2 kilometers to the event, you will get fast track entrance, you will get a drink there or something. So we push people to think in that way. I don't know if you know, but 88% of the carbon footprint is connected to the mobility. So how we move, and that's important. Another really important issue is food and beverage sector. I know that we are not all aware, that waste food and so food waste and what we eat is really connected also to the carbon footprint. And the carbon footprint is really high when, we are not thinking about the solutions also in the catering services, especially for the events which are bringing in 14 days 200,000 people at the event. The fourth one is communication and activations. So we are aware that this biggest event in the history of Slovenia will bring a lot of attention. So with the attention, you can also put out the sustainability topics. You can force them more easily. Like this Sport Forum here, it's having some media exposure. So with media exposure, you can also expose your sustainability topics, and communication and activation is really, really important segment. So therefore, below you can see sustainable communication and awareness is something what follows all 6 pillars which we are having, or segments. Then we are aware, and especially with the energy crisis, event area is something what really uses a lot of energy, a lot of water, especially because we are talking about winter event. And for winter event, you need snow. You're reliable, you can be lucky and you can have a really strong winter. You don't need to produce snow, but on the other hand, if you don't have it, you need to produce it if you want to have the event. So that's something what we are also taking care, to kind of try to be as sustainable as possible with also natural products, let's say from wood, so bringing user-friendly event area. There is also one thing which hopefully will also succeed with the partners from Hungary, from CEO, Tom is here, to digitalize event area so that we send, attendees, participants, the valuable information, how they move around the area to not, waste too much, either their time or the energy, etc. And the last thing, the 6th pillar or the 6th segment is something what I started my presentation, the legacy, So how to be social, economic, and environmental, how to, all 3 pillars, how to put it in the legacy. And also the legacy will be the manual or the guidelines, for the next organization of the big sporting events, how to, step by step organize the event which is having the sustainability impact. So that's something what really we want to do. And since I'm coming from the University of Primorska, we are also partners with Planica, and we will do like a research and data for the future event. So basically with the research, we can give them a lot of data which they can use, to be more sustainable in the future. Don't be worried. All these things which I presented here are beside, that it's a master plan, and this is some of the screenshots from the master plan. So in each segment, we have special goals, and these goals are also connected to the some of the KPIs and responsible persons, who is responsible and who is taking care of it. So you can see here just the idea, what are the main goals, let's say, for the waste management. It's connected to the no to single-use plastic. So this is the main agenda this year. So how you can organize a sport event without single-use plastic, And this is a huge thing because a lot of glasses and everything what is connected is usually from the single-use plastic, and that's a huge waste, and it's a problem. And on the other hand, we are aware that also the supply chain of food and the food waste is something what causes a lot of environmentally damage. So that's another project which will be really take care, and we will select right catering suppliers, adapt the food for the segments which are coming to the event, and think about the portions sold, how we can also use food which stays, and take it and give it to the the groups which they are needed, so to pack them and to give people who need food which stays at the event. Like here, there will be a lot of food which will stay, and it's good that, let's say, vulnerable people, get it, etc. This is, another thing, behind what I was talking about. So there is actions behind, and there is a plan behind, and we will follow these steps throughout the event because we are aware that this is important, for also the future events which are happening. Sustainability can also be fun, and I think sometimes in the congresses we wanna see this. I'm just presenting the activation which we did last year. We call it sustainable bikes. So people who came at the event area, they were cycling the bikes, producing the energy, the electricity, heating their own water, and we gave them the coffee afterwards. So we called it sustainable coffee because they were kind of making it by themselves, and it was a huge success. More than 500 people came and they cooked their own coffee, not using not paying the coffee which was sold on the bar. It was kind of an economic minus, but on the other hand, we tried to give them the idea you could do something by your own, So that was a few of the fans, and they really enjoyed it, The ride, the weather was nice, so you can see people like really enjoying. Two more things. I was speaking about food waste. Usually they ask us, yeah, but how do you know? We were definitely there and measure how much food waste we are doing so that we can adapt some changes for the next year. So basically, if you know what you're throwing away, you can then offer some better options for the next year. So you can do small portions, you can maybe do more vegetarian meals, etc., etc. But if you don't do the research, a benchmark a year before, then you really don't have data behind to do it. And the photo on the right, your right side is usually there is a lot of cans on the floor, and if there is 3-4 cans, the people just throw it away, So with these backpacks, for the cans, we were also helping the spectators, when they finish their drink, to just throw it into the bag. And all these cans were used for this, let me see, yeah, this here. So it's art, where artists then painted all these cans and do some kind of a product which is seen for the spectators. So, sustainability can also be not fun, but could be more, you can do it some things which are, helpful and are producing more fun than just being strictly sustainable and telling, oh, you cannot do that and you are not allowed to do that, because usually people, when they pay for the ticket, they want to enjoy the sport events. So you have to do the soft actions too, To conclude, what is our main goal, it's to be green, to kind of produce or to kind of develop the green awareness with the media exposure and to do the legacy with some kind of document, which will then be used for other organizers. So I think it's really important that we learn something from it and we kind of give that knowledge to the future organizers because that's something what is really important. I see I'm 7 seconds in minus, so with that I would like to thank you, and if there's any question, I'm open for that. Hope you understand my presentations. I'm not really understand a lot today, but at least I have some good translations in the public and I can get something. So thank you very much for listening to me, and if there are any questions, please.